I am so happy and thrilled today. It is a big day for me, you guys. You might know me as a leadership coach. I'm Simona Pappalardo, and specifically help global leaders and expats become culturally competent, culturally aware, so they can fully engage in the new country or with their global teams. And authentically connect with them, and at the same time confidently build success in their careers. But today I'm gonna add a new title on my business card, and that title is First Time Author. And I cannot be more excited about it. So if you have been in my network for some time, so you might recall that back in March, I came out public saying I'm writing a book. That thought actually originated during the Christmas break, as I was thinking about my life, bottom line, my life, and where I just landed, because I just opened up my coaching business and I was like, oh my gosh, how amazing my story is. And I'm like, I think I want to write a book. And then as a coach, well, I keep my clients accountable to what they want to achieve. So guess what? I asked myself, Simona, how are you going to hold yourself accountable? And that's why I came out in public in March saying, everyone, I'm writing a book, so that I couldn't back off anymore. And almost, what is it, like 6 months later, guys, the manuscript is ready. Like ready, it's not final. We're still doing a little bit of tweaks here and there. My amazing editors is still looking at it, making sure that every sentence and every word, every sentence is clear, every word is spelled out correctly, there are no typos and those kind of stuff. But yeah, the manuscript is ready. And I will tell you that over the summer, there were moments in which I was like, I cannot wait for December to be here, because I just want to be done with the book. Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's a lot of work. And at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already summer. I need to write more. I need to do, I need to speed up and all of that, right? So this like, I want to be done, but at the same time, there is so much more to be done. And anyway, it has been a journey. That's what I would say. And I cannot move on and talking about the book without first taking a second to thank each and every one of you that in ways big and small have supported me along the journey. Even when you casually asked, so Simona, didn't you say that you were writing a book? Where is it? You know, even things like that kept me going, because yes, it's a long journey, and it's an intense one. And so just knowing that people were looking forward to it, it really, really made the difference. Even just that moment of just asking a question, please know how important it was and how much you played a role in me not crossing the finish line. We are releasing on December 1st, because as I said, we are still doing some editing, some beta reading. I'm having some beta readers that are going to give me feedback, and then there is formatting and printing and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, yes, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe, and just know that I am extremely thankful because you guys really kept me going. So with that said, the reason why I wanted everyone here today is because one of the most exciting things that it can happen to a soon-to-be author, a first-time author, I think, is deciding the title of the book and visualizing the cover of the book. I mean, those are such important aspects of the book itself that Sometimes there is a lot of pressure as a first time author, but at the same time, there is so much excitement and joy. It's pure joy, right? So, with that, without any further ado, I introduce you to Authentically Yours, the Global Woman's Guide to Confident Cross-Cultural Leadership. And this is the way the cover will look. And you might have heard before, this book is an hybrid. It's a self-help book, but dressed up as a memoir. And what I mean by that is every chapter is an episode of my life. So that's why the title of the book is Authentically Yours, because I have literally poured my heart into these pages, and I have not held back. I've not held back. I tell you the thick and the thin, like the things that went amazing and the time I ended up crying in a bathroom stall or everywhere else. So that's why it's a memoir, because it starts from that. But the reason why I'm writing about the episodes that have happened to me is to keep, hopefully, except maybe some moments in which, I was having some difficulties and I go deep and dig deep. Anyway, I want people to just read a nice book, lighthearted, and just read a beautiful story. But at the end of each chapter, that's where the coach comes in. And that's where you come in, because everything in the book is written with you at the center, with you clearly on my mind. And so at the end of every chapter, let's say I distill something I've learned from that episode, and I put in some self-coaching questions, so that hopefully you can apply that same learning or point of view, let's say, to your personal lives also. And so there is a moment in which I literally, at the end of every chapter, I literally figuratively pass the pen to you, so that you can also jot down your own thoughts and how you can live that confident cross-cultural leadership that I talk about in the subtitle of the book. So yes, the book talks about my professional life as much as my life across different continents and countries. So that's why there is the globe front and center on the cover. I still remember, and this is a story that is exclusively for you guys. It's not in the book, but I still remember when I was a kid, and I was studying English, and I came across the expression global citizen. I didn't know what that meant. I was probably 7 or 8, and I was like, that's what I want to be. And there is so much more in the book about my dreams when I was a young kid, of how I wanted to initially build robots and how I wanted to travel across the world. That's where we are. It's literally, this book has literally been 43 years in the making, in the sense that I told you I decided to write it between, let's say, Christmas and St. Patrick's Day of this year. But if I think carefully about it, it has been 43 years in the making. And so I really, really hope that you will want to check it out. As I finish this broadcasting, I will share on all of my social the links to pre-order. It will come out either in paperback or in ebook form. And let me share with you something I've learned entering the world of publishing. You cannot underestimate the power of pre-ordering. That is how books really reach an audience wide, a wide audience, right? And so if this looks like it's a book that you want to read, please don't hesitate and pre-order now, because it will make an incredible difference when I market the book in bookstores and other venues, to know that there has been so many pre-orders. I have also always dreamed, I think part of the reason why this idea came at Christmas time is because I always envisioned, and that this image has really kept me going in writing, was people gifting and wrapping my book up and putting it under the Christmas tree for someone in their network, maybe a loved one that they think would benefit from this book. So if you think that there is someone in your network that will benefit from reading it, please again pre-order, and I promise you will have a beautiful Christmas gift to put under the tree this year. Also, if you know someone that works in bookstores, or places that would love to have maybe a book signing event or a meet the author event and all of the event, please help me connect. I really, from the bottom of my heart, believe in the message of this book, and that's why I hope that I can spread its distribution as wide as it's possible. And to do that, I really need the help of each and every one of you. So with that said, thank you so much for joining today. I'm Simona Pappalardo, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.